I'm going to show you the fastest possible Dr. Dre Contract route, including mission skips, time saving tricks, and one method near the end that lets you skip almost an entire mission section. By the end, you'll be able to finish the contract faster, repeat it sooner, and make millions with almost no downtime. Let's start with the first mistake that's costing most players every single run. Once you've completed the Dr. Dre contract at least once, you're ready to start speedrunning it. That's because you can now skip cutscenes and avoid sitting through a lot of unnecessary missions that slows most players down. But before we launch the contract, there's one thing that matters more than anything else: your vehicle. The difference between using the right vehicle and wrong one can easily add 10 minutes plus to a full run. My top recommendations are the Sparrow, Vigilante, or Hakuchu drag bike. Each of these will save you a huge amount of travel time throughout the contract. If you don't own any of them, just use your fastest vehicle available. After a few runs using this method I'm about to show you, you'll easily have enough money to buy whichever one you want. Now here's the first thing you need to do before you start the speed run. Make sure you've purchased the personal quarters in your agency. If you don't have this upgrade, get it. Seriously, it's going to save you a ridiculous amount of time. Then set your spawn location to the agency. The reason we're doing this is because whenever we need to get back there, we can simply find a new session and instantly spawn right inside the agency, instead of driving all the way across the map. It doesn't sound like much, but when you're grinding the Dr. Dre contract over and over again, those minutes add up fast. Now with that out of the way, let's start the first mission. And there's an easy mistake here that instantly kills your speedrun if you get it wrong. For the first leak, we're starting with the Nightlife leak. Grab your fastest vehicle and head over to the mission objective. I'm using the Oppressor Mark II. Now, I don't recommend using a helicopter here. The slow takeoff when escaping the building allows the guards to shoot you, so any other fast takeoff vehicle is the best option. Once you arrive, head inside and equip a suppressed weapon. Sprint forward and immediately headshot this guard. Then keep moving and take out the next guard right here. Go through this door, climb over this railing and head up these stairs exactly like I do, and try avoid alerting this guard. If he spots you, don't worry, it barely affects the run. Either way, you just want to enter the office, eliminate the guards and grab the copy of the recording. As soon as you've done that, immediately get out, climb over this railing here, go through this door and exit the same way you came in. Once you're outside, these two guards will usually start to shoot you. This is exactly why we're using a fast takeoff vehicle. Get on and you'll avoid almost all of the incoming damage. From here, head straight back to the agency, and now we're moving on to the second mission, where there's another easy shortcut that saves even more time. We're on to the Marina leak, and this is where we can start abusing some huge time-saving skips. Here's something most players don't know. There are only two possible yacht spawn locations, and you can tell exactly which one you've got before you even get to the docks. If your yellow marker is on the right side of the docks, the yacht will always spawn on the bottom side past LSIA. If your yellow marker is on the left side of the docks, the yacht will always spawn off the coast near Vespucci Beach. This means we can completely skip going to the docks and stealing that green boat. Instead, fly straight to the yacht and save yourself a ton of time. I'm using the Oppressor Mark II for this. Most players parachute onto the yacht through the hole, but there's actually a faster way of doing this. But first, shoot a rocket onto the yacht, and this should cause the wooden floor to set on fire. That way we automatically eliminate the guards outside. Now fly directly towards this opening and drive the Oppressor straight through. Doing this lets us skip the entire first fight section and get inside almost immediately. Once inside, take out this guard and use the controls to unlock the main cabin. Then head back outside, eliminate the guards on deck if there's any left, and then enter the main cabin. Go upstairs and clear out the remaining enemies. Now we need to find the nightclub posters. Sometimes they're sitting on this table right here. If not, start checking the bedrooms exactly like I do. Just be careful of this guard because he'll usually catch players off guard, and he spawns a few times in different rooms. Once you find the poster, take a photo, send it to Imani, and we're ready for another massive skip. Instead of fighting our way back through the yacht, simply eliminate your character. You'll spawn outside on a jet ski, completely skipping the escape section. From here, leave the area, and once you get the mission complete banner, switch sessions, and because we set our spawn location earlier, we load straight back into the agency ready for the next mission. And now we're already on the Nightlife League finale, and this mission is actually much easier than most players make it look. Grab your fast vehicle and head straight to the Diamond Casino. Once you arrive, enter through the penthouse garage and make your way through the elevator. I'm leaving my route on the screen here because it's much easier to follow visually than trying to explain every turn. But for the most part, you're just going to walk and turn left. You'll find the penthouse where there's 2 guards waiting outside. Simply just enter and walk through the penthouse until you reach the party area where the promoter is DJing. After the cutscene, it's time to clear out the guards. For this section, I highly recommend using a combat MG. Thanks to aim assist, we can abuse lock-on targeting and clear the entire penthouse incredibly quickly. Yeah, that's another thing I recommend, setting your targeting aim to partial aim assist. Just spam the aim button, lock onto each target and keep moving. Don't try to play it safe. The faster you push through this section, the faster the mission gets completed. After exiting the penthouse, we're going to make our way to the elevator. Just beware, there's going to be a lot of guards spawning out of nowhere, so just spam L2 once again and headshot every single one of them. Eventually you'll get close to the lift. You want to eliminate the enemies, but there are going to be a few hiding behind this wall, so shoot a rocket launcher if you can, and eventually you should be clear. From here, just enter the elevator and go to the nightclub. Once inside the nightclub, eliminate the guards on the upper level first. Then take out the guards on the bottom floor. Run down the stairs, take out the last guard near the promoter, grab the bag, clear out any enemies in your path and make your way towards the exit. Go up the stairs, take the elevator back up and head for the garage. Once in the garage, look for the exit and find your personal vehicle. Once you got your vehicle, head straight back to the agency and that's the mission done. And with the Nightlife League finished, we're moving on to the High Society League, where we can save even more time with another huge shortcut most players never use. As soon as the mission starts, head over to your assistant and request the SUV service. Set the spawn location to Chumash, which is much closer to the objective and saves you a long drive across the map. Once you arrive, call in your vehicle and head straight to the clubhouse. Run over to the keypad, complete the hack and enter the building. Inside the building, eliminate the security guards and make your way to the computer. Select My Computer, start the external device and choose Brute Force. Once in, complete the hack, and now here's the most important part. As soon as the hack finishes, pull out your launcher and eliminate your character. This skips Imani's incredibly long conversation and gets us back outside much faster. From here, use your Sparrow and start searching for the limo. There are only 2 possible search areas. If you get Little Soul, these are the possible limo spawn locations, and if you get Rockford Plaza, these are the locations you need to check. Pause the video if you need to and try search every area. Once you find the limo, eliminate the driver and grab the wallet. After that, head straight back to the agency, and just like that, the first setup is finished. Spawn back at the agency, and now for the guest list mission. Fly over to the lawyer's mansion and land directly on the roof. Take out the guards from above, then drop down onto the balcony exactly like I'm doing here. Clear the remaining enemies and find the lawyer. If you're struggling to identify him, he always wears this outfit. Once you found him, use the stun gun, and after that, get him into the car and immediately leave the area. The armored vehicles will be shooting at you the entire time, so don't be afraid to spam snacks while driving. Eventually, you should deliver him back to the agency, and now we're ready for the finale. On to the High Society finale. This is where we've got a massive skip. Before starting the mission, switch to your vigilante, and another quick skip here. If the phone is ringing and you want to end it quickly, just open the map twice. That should skip the entire call, so you can call your vehicle or do whatever you need to do. Also, make sure your heavy sniper has explosive rounds equipped, because this is going to save us a huge amount of time later. When in the lawyer's car, open the menu and mark the mission objective with a waypoint, then exit the car and follow the waypoint in your vigilante. Once you arrive at the party, fire a rocket at this fuse box and head inside. Then keep spamming rockets, and after a while, park your vigilante. Now destroy every vehicle you can find. There's a hidden intimidation meter in the background, and destroying vehicles fills it up extremely quickly. Once all the vehicles are gone, start eliminating the guards. Eventually, the billionaire will try to escape in the helicopter. Most players make a massive mistake here. They follow the helicopter halfway across the map. Don't do that. Instead, as soon as the cutscene ends, pull out either your heavy sniper sniper with explosive rounds or the railgun and start firing at the helicopter immediately. Just keep spamming shots. After a few hits, the helicopter health will be completely drained, and this is where we use one of the biggest skips in the entire contract. As soon as the helicopter's health bar is empty, keep using the easy way out until the mission fails. Most players follow the helicopter halfway across the map and waste several minutes doing it. We're skipping all of that. Eventually, when the mission restarts, the entire helicopter chase section is gone. It's easily one of the biggest time saves in the whole Dr. Dre contract. Now simply drive straight to the billionaire, eliminate him, take the phone, and now another skip. Instead of driving all the way back to the agency, head over to this location where a helicopter can spawn, steal it, and fly back to the agency. This saves yourself even more time. And now we're moving on to the final leak, where we can start setting up one of the biggest skips in the entire Dr. Dre contract, the South Central leak. And honestly, this is usually the fastest and easiest leak out of all three, which is exactly why I save it for last. Starting off with Davis, once you started the mission, head over to the objective, get into the SUV and drive to the deal location. Once you're there, start eliminating enemies by spamming L2 and abusing aim assist until you're told to steal the equipment. Don't waste any time fighting unnecessary enemies, just keep driving. Eventually, the enemies will stop chasing you, and if you pick up a wanted level, call Lester and remove it straight away. I found a tip while doing this: as long as you drive far away, you'll eventually get the lost MCs to stop following you. And once the heat is gone, deliver the van to the drop-off point. After the mission is complete, switch sessions and spawn straight back into the agency. For the second setup, head over to the objective and get into the SUV. Once you arrive to the fight location, ignore the gunfight completely. Instead, start blowing up the vehicles. This sounds strange, but it actually works much faster. The goal is to get a 3-star wanted level as quickly as possible. Doing this skips a large portion of the mission and speeds up everything dramatically. Once you've got the wanted level, sprint over and follow Vernon. As long as you stay close to him, you should skip a bit of his time wasting. And now here's the skip. As soon as you get inside the garage, pause the game, go to online, then options, and take the easy way out. This instantly moves us past a large chunk of the mission and saves even more time, skipping his entire dialogue. After respawning, get back into a vehicle, leave the area, and the mission should completely end. Once it's done, switch sessions again and spawn back at the agency, ready for the finale. Now we're on to the South Central League finale, and thankfully this mission is pretty straightforward. There are two vehicles I recommend here. The easiest option if you're struggling to shoot is the Night Shark. If you don't own one, the Hakuchu drag is also incredibly effective. Once you've got the vehicle, head over to the objective and follow the convoy. As soon as the cutscene appears, skip it immediately, and now it's time to abuse aim assist once again. Quickly lock onto each target, eliminate them as fast as possible. Don't overcomplicate this section, just keep moving and clearing enemies until the next cutscene triggers. Once the target escapes in a yellow car, this mission becomes even easier, because if you're using the Night Shark, simply get alongside this vehicle and start firing. Because of the Night Shark's positioning, aim assist will often lock directly on the driver's head, ending the chase much easier. If you're using the Hakuchu drag, you'll need to aim manually, but thanks to the bike's speed, catching up is never really a problem. Once you eliminated the target, steal the vehicle and deliver it back to the agency, and just like that, all three leaks are complete. We've got one final mission before the big payout. Head over to the agency, and this time we're starting the mission at this location outside Franklin's office. Once the mission begins, the game will tell you to take one of Dre's vehicles, enter his vehicle. Instead of driving his vehicle, we just want to open the menu and place a waypoint on the objective location. Then call in your fastest vehicle. I'm using the Vigilante here once again, because not only is it fast, but the homing rockets make it easy clearing out enemies much faster. Drive straight to the studio. When you arrive, don't waste time trading shots with the enemies outside. Just spam rockets and clear the area as quickly as possible. You want to eliminate every enemy you see, and once the path is clear, you should be able to enter the studio. Now, this is probably the messiest gunfight in the entire contract. There are enemies hiding everywhere, so you don't need to be afraid to spam snacks while pushing. As long as you're keeping your health topped up, this section is actually pretty easy. All you need to do is eliminate every enemy in the studio. The faster you clear them out, the faster the mission ends. So keep pushing forward and don't waste time sitting in cover. When you reach this point, fire a rocket here. There's usually an enemy hiding behind cover, and this lets us take him out instead of wasting time checking the corner. corner. Keep pushing through, eliminate the remaining enemies and make your way to the recording studio. Once you reach Dre, the mission is complete. Skip the cutscene immediately, and now there's only one thing left to do: collect our $1 million, which means we're finally ready for the mission you've all been waiting for, the finale. This is where we're going to use our biggest shortcut in the entire Dr. Dre contract and cut out one of the longest and most annoying sections before collecting our $1 million payout. We're finally here. Teleport back to the agency one last time and start the finale. Call in your vigilante, head straight to the Johnny Guns location and fire a rocket straight at his car. This immediately triggers the next phase of the mission and gets us to move much faster. Once the cutscene ends, we need to clear out the guards. Just like before, use the combat MG with extended mags and abuse aim assist to lock onto targets quickly. This makes clearing out the enemies incredibly easy. Also, make sure to destroy the vehicles. Once the enemies stop spawning, get back into your personal vehicle and head straight to LSIA, the biggest skip in the entire Dr. Dre contract. Most players fight their way through the airport and waste precious time doing it. We're not doing that. As soon as you enter the building, eliminate these 6 guards near the entrance, and once they're down, pull out your rocket launcher and aim at this exact spot. If done correctly, the fuel tanker will explode. We can use the wreckage to climb over and completely skip a huge section of the mission. If you're struggling to get through, enter through the left side exactly like I'm doing here. Once you're through, follow this route. Take out this guard, run up the stairs, and you'll reach Johnny Guns far earlier than the game expects you to. I mean, it's so early that he doesn't even spawn in properly. At this point, pull out your shotgun and start landing headshots until he goes down. Just beware, if you use a Mark II weapon, he won't go down, so just use a regular one. Then simply walk over, pick him up and take him to Dre. And just like that, we've skipped one of the longest sections in the entire contract. From here, drive Dre to the country club and collect your payout, $1 million. And that's exactly how you speedrun Dr. Dre contract completely solo. If this guide helped you, make sure to leave a like, subscribe and share for more GTA Online money making guides, and let me know in the comments down below which guide you'd like to see next.